this sample for wrapping in part 2 I really enjoyed, and it was inspired by the artist of the work of Judith Scott, and I really liked that there's a story behind her pieces. It's really emotional, her pieces of work, and I can completely see her story woven into the pieces that she makes and the story behind them, and how her art became her communication, it became her therapy. And so this is a teapot that, in a similar style to Judith Scott, I wrapped. It's completely random, and with things that I found at home, with threads, yarns, ribbons and binding, some bits of paper woven in there, and I just really enjoyed wrapping things round, trying to capture some form of the teapot and shape, but actually the fact that this ribbon and binding was chunky, it had extra shapes on it, created all of these almost quite bulbous shapes around it, so that it did distort the shape of the teapot, and it's got depth, and it's got lots of different textures and qualities to it, but I can still see the forms of the teapot. So I liked the idea of concealing something, wrapping it up, hiding it away, and then almost reimagining what's inside. And so the wrapping part of the course taught me about having a story behind textiles, but actually how textiles doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to look like you think it would look. That actually it can be about getting the emotion through, choosing and selecting textures, selecting materials, and concealing what's inside.